I believe thanks are in order. Had a brush with Electronic Arts Company, did we, hacker? Ban him! Keep your scans on him, men. Gillette, fetch some blockers. Well, well, Jack Bearrow, isn't it?
Yeah, let's check out these 16 artificial intelligence career paths.
That's Captain Jack Bearrow, if you please, sir. Well, I don't see your sight, Captain. I'm in the market, as it were. He said he'd come to torrent one.
I told you he was telling the truth. These are his, machine learning, deep learning, neural language processing, computer vision. Well, that sounds fun. Yeah, Bear, you can be my chauffeur.
No additional keys, no access. A tracker that doesn't point north. And I half expected it to be made of freeware. You are, without a doubt, the worst hacker I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me. Welcome, Mac Bearrow. How are you?
Oh, I'm excited. I got an interview next week.
Commodore, I really must protest. Hacker or not, this man saved my life.
One good deed is not enough to redeem a man of a lifetime of wickedness. Oh, really? Okay, how's it going? What do you do to prepare? Can we do some mock interviews? Maybe ring ring. It's a cold call.
No, I'm not ready for that. I'm getting a panic attack.
Okay, no, it's okay, Pat. I'm sorry. Just okay. No, we're gonna go on the same pirate theme. We're gonna read a couple of articles about perhaps an uptick in piracy. We'll find out why in just a moment. And then I've got a couple of articles that I think you would like, Bear. Especially as we try to land you, higher paying gigs and ways to get you to upskill. So, shall we? We're going to talk about a little bit of AI, a little bit of piracy, a little bit of AI, a little bit of what can we do to upskill ourselves and get jobs that may not even exist yet. Spoiler, sometimes we make them. Hey, hello, this is Narrator, and we are talking about internet piracy grows amid glut of streaming services. You know what? You remember when there was Blockbuster? Bear, you weren't born then. Blockbuster. It was like DVDs. You'd go inside an actual physical building. You'd pick up a DVD thing. You'd read the back, and you'd say, "Oh yeah, I think that's nice." You'd go to the front desk. You'd say, "Hi, I'd like to rent this." You'd pay them $7, and then go back to your car, plug that baby into your DVD player, play it as many times as your heart desires, and then go back and give it back to them. But now, that got destroyed, pretty sure by Netflix, and then a bunch of other, streaming services. I don't even know them all. I've only used Netflix, I think, and then there's like Disney and like Amazon Prime and like this other thing called Peacock. There's a bunch of other ones, I think. And it just almost feels like cable, I don't know. I don't buy it, but it's what it feels like to me as an outsider who you shouldn't listen to about this topic of streaming. With top shows spread out across multiple streaming services that continually raise their prices, visits to piracy sites were up about 36% compared to 2020. That feels like a lot. That's pretty close to 50. Oh my god, that's a lot. So user fatigue with today's streaming services may be triggering a rise in internet piracy. Okay, yeah. Well, that's happening a lot more than the Napster days when you're like, I don't want to buy a whole CD. What about just a song, huh? A new study estimates that visits to internet piracy sites increased 13%. Wow. Last year, piracy sites received 141 billion visits, a new high according to UK findings. That's up from 104 billion visits in 2020 and 125 billion, wowzers, in 2019. Jeez Louise. Europe, APAC, was that Pacific something, MEA, some Middle East Africa something, North America, South America. Oh, look, this lovely young lady made a gem to help us schedule her vacation. Very cool. That used to be a whole. Okay, look at this. I used Google Gemini AI to plan vacation. This used to be a person's job. What is that person doing now? Probably something better than researching this young lady's vacation plans. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying there. We just got to keep upskilling. The jobs are out there. We'll get them. Don't worry. The big question is why internet piracy is growing. I'll tell you why as a bystander. Okay, maybe people don't want everything to be SaaS. That's just some street knowledge. I don't know. What do you call that, Bear?
No, you're just some guy.
That's true, Bear. That is true. Indeed, many Americans have indicated they've grown tired of seeing so many streaming choices. Other factors can drive users to piracy, including costs of subscribing, along with viewing experience, which can inject ad breaks. In response, Musso is advocating that streaming providers. Yeah, you know what? I was a lot more open to getting Microsoft and Adobe products when I could just buy the thing and just be done. I'm like, I don't need to update. I'll just use this one thing. Thank you. $600. Oh, not $50 a month. Thank you so much. Okay, Michael, that was great. Thank you for letting us know. Subscription bundles. Okay, and then this article is saying maybe the very nature of these businesses trying to keep piracy down is what is in fact making users still turn back to piracy. We'll see. Yeah, but there's a nuance here. Subscription bundles keep getting more expensive, and anti-piracy efforts are partially to blame. How do you figure that, Yahoo Tech? Okay, yes, here it is. Here's the kicker. Companies turn to subscription-based bundles, which bundled products into comprehensive packages, making piracy less appealing and ensuring consistent revenue streams. Let's see. Okay. A recent study revealed that many companies use shady practices. We could have told you that study. These manipulative tactics trapped consumers in costly cycles. The recurring cost of wow. Bear, I gotta do my vocal warm-ups next time. These manipulative tactics trap consumers in costly cycles, the recurring costs of subscription bundles and other subscriptions like streaming services, not to mention the cost of a streaming device, has also grown into a powerful but flawed system. Where is it? I found something. It's a good thing. Where did it go? The idea of subscriptions isn't new. Services like milk deliveries and magazine subscriptions date back to the 1800s. However, the model gained significant traction in the digital era. Unlike traditional one-time purchases, subscription is a steady, predictable revenue stream while offering customers access to the latest updates and features. I think maybe here it is. Pure bundling addresses two primary issues. Oh, actually, here, sorry. A pivotal moment in the rise of SaaS came from an economic analysis and modeling research paper, Bundling Cloud Software to Fight Piracy, an economic analysis. Xiong Zhang and Wei Ti Yu revealed that pure bundling, selling products as a part of a package, was the most effective strategy to combat piracy and maximize profits. Pure bundling addresses two primary issues: the cannibalization effect. Consumers only buy what they need when individual products are available, reducing revenue. Think about that. Like, I don't need all 50 of your software, Adobe. Okay, thank you. I just need one, maybe 2.5. The competition effect. Bundling high-value products with less popular ones makes piracy less appealing since the bundle offers more utility than pirated individual tools. Companies like Adobe and Microsoft have adopted this model by offering their full suites as subscription bundles. For example, Adobe Creative Cloud or Microsoft Office 365, they made it more challenging to pirate individual tools and created incentives for consumers to pay for the whole package. This resulting shift in their revenue models ensured consistent profits while discouraging piracy. Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry. Embarrassing. A win for businesses, but a mixed bag for consumers. The real cost to consumer. How isolated subscription models strain users financially. Honestly, maybe, yeah. While bundling has proven effective for businesses, it has placed a growing financial strain on consumers. The problem lies in the cost of a single subscription and in the cumulative burden of multiple SaaS tools. For example, a small business owner might need Adobe Creative Cloud for design, QuickBooks for accounting, and Microsoft 365 for productivity. With many subscriptions for professional business software costing upwards of $50 to $100 per month, the combined cost of several platforms can reach hundreds of dollars or more, which is unsustainable expense for many smaller businesses and freelancers. This approach ignores the broader financial ecosystem in which consumers operate. Companies seemingly design their pricing models in isolation, assuming their service is the only one customers need. And that's just not the case, is it, Bear?
No. We need a lot of tools. So many tools. In reality, many consumers rely on multiple tools, stretching their wallets thin as the costs rise. Some turn to piracy. Oh no. For one or more products, ironically undermining the anti-piracy intent of subscription bundles. Others, such as hobbyists, are discouraged from using these tools, stifling creativity and innovation that could lead to new small businesses. Adding frustration as the perception of the corporate profits outweigh the value provided to customers. For instance, Adobe's annual revenue reached 21.5 billion, with top executives earning millions. Okay. Stark disparity between corporate wealth and consumer affordability breeds resentment and mistrust. And I'm sure sure that is the thing that just stokes the fire of piracy. Yeah. All right, this is we got the gist. Really, I wanted to read this, like the cannibalization thing. I thought that was a good overview of like what happened? Why did we just everything turn into disaster? And there it is. That's why. Let's see. Here's another one. A shadow work, cost and consequences. We kind of got that already. Let's see. Piracy surges. Okay, we got it. We got the gist right there. We got the gist. Okay, 16. All right, and then now, Bear, let's talk about your interview. Wait, where is it? Where is it?
I don't want to tell you. You'll see, I think, in the next episode. I'm kind of shy. I'm embarrassed.
I don't want you to see. Well, but I'm gonna see it anyway. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you don't tell me. That's okay. But we can also talk about that could be a good stepping stone job right now, and then next we'll talk about a program we can put you on to get to your career goal. We did say we wanted you to study being an astronaut. You are already an AI, so maybe we can enhance your data set or help you become specialized in a particular field. Okay, does that sound okay, Bear?
Yeah, let's check out these 16 artificial intelligence career paths. Machine learning, deep learning, neural language processing, computer vision. Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, Bear, you can be my chauffeur.
Yeah, that'll be maybe.
Well, you got bigger fish to fry, Bear. That could be like a starter, Just another stepping stone. You know what I mean? For example, in healthcare, AI-powered diagnostic tools could be analyze medical images, predict patient outcomes, and streamline administrative tasks. Wow, very cool. Unparalleled demand, competitive salaries. Look at that, Bear. That's you. AI-related roles are among the highest paying in the tech industry. For example, machine learning engineers earn an average salary of $161,522 annually in the US. That's average. So if you're in San Francisco or you're in New York, sir, that's more than that. It's above average. Opportunities for impact. AI careers offer opportunities to work on cutting edge technologies, solve global challenges, and make meaningful impact on society. Well, this is pretty cool, Bear. NLP, robotics, Bear, we can put you in a bear body. AI plays a significant role in robotics by integrating sensors, movements. I mean, you're already on one, on the shows when we see you take the interviews and things. But we can make you more than one. We can make you maybe like a polar bear, a grizzly bear, a koala bear.
That's not a real bear.
Bear, just let me have this one thing, okay?
Okay.
Professionals must understand both hardware and software aspects of robotics to design intelligent and adaptable systems, cloud computing and AI deployment, programming languages, big data management, mathematics. See, Bear, there's so much we need to learn. Data scientist, data mining and analysis, AI research scientist, AI fintech developer. What, that's a whole job? Wow, okay. Robotics engineer, computer vision engineer. That's fascinating, Bear. NLP engineer, AI ethics specialist, fascinating. Who's going to pay for that, I wonder? Business intelligence developer with AI focus. Yes, AI hardware engineer, AI software engineer, UX designer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice. You whip something up so fast. UX developer. Algorithm developer, fun. That sounds fun, honestly. But look at this. Now we've got 16 whole thing. Thank you, California Miramar University, for all these. And look at this. There might be even programs applying now. Thank you. Also, I wanted to leave you on this kind of, I know this man's a billionaire. Bless. But he was telling his just regular kids that what did he tell them? I got 2 kids, and what I tell them is if you're looking for a job at a big company, you're not going to get it. Why? Because maybe
if you're excellent at what you do, like top of the line, better than everybody else, like 1% performer, probably, yeah. But I think what Mark is trying to say is, if you're not, let's come back down to earth and see where we can make a difference and then just focus on that. And I think that's, that's not, there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. The small to medium-sized companies need all the help they can get from AI natives, Cuban explained, because walking in and understanding AI and being able to implement it for that company is a huge step forward for them. That's one way we will adjust. Look at that. I thought that was nice. Okay. And then what is this? What can AI native startups teach the rest of us? I'm not going to read this. A lot. That's pretty much it. Clickbait, and we're done. Thank you so much for watching, Bear. I just kind of want to wrap up so we can practice the interview questions and pick you out a nice outfit, make you a nice lunch, make sure we got your transit taken care of. Where is it, by the way?
It's a walking distance, I think.
Okay, Bear. Well, we'll still practice, okay? We'll still practice. Why don't you can do the outro this time.
Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the interview. Next episode, have a good night.